Good Friday morning, friends. Thank you so much for joining us for Fox 44 First Edition. I'm Carly Laing. And coming up, Danielle Giuliano has our final look at our Thursday morning forecast, and it's High Five Day, so
get out there and high-five somebody.
We'll have your final forecast after a quick break. Stay with us. Good morning, everyone. It is 6:31 on this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for riding the train with us today. Oh, yes, it is. We're going to check in now with meteorologist Kevin Smith. Kevin, tell us something good on this Friday morning. Everyone, we have some breaking news just into our newsroom in the last few minutes. The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office is currently investigating a deadly shooting. Be careful out there if you're out on the roadways. Again, if you're running into things like this, let us know so we can let our viewers know. Thank you to our viewer for tweeting that out. With that flash flooding comes some critters. This again on Twitter. That's an alligator, y'all, in someone's neighborhood. This was out in New Iberia, which is a little bit farther away. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for NBC Local 33 News at 5. I'm Carly Laing. We have breaking news tonight. A resident at St. James Place has tested positive for coronavirus. That news just into our newsroom moments ago. Thank you for joining us tonight. We begin with breaking news. 2 more presumptive positive cases of coronavirus have been reported in Louisiana. We begin tonight with developing news. A Donaldsonville man is recovering in the hospital after authorities say he was shot twice in his own driveway. We have breaking news this morning. 1 person is dead after an early morning house fire in Scotlandville. We are taking a live look right now at the scene as the crew continues to work to determine what exactly caused this fire. Flatten the curve. It's a term health experts have been using to explain why so many extremes are being taken right now. And you can see the victim here and this group of men attacking him. They're kicking him, punching him, stomping on him. And as you can see, folks on Twitter not very happy about it. This tweet says, "This tweet is as bad as your customer service." So lots of people have some harsh feelings about this. In your Local 33 crime tracker, we're learning new information this morning in that deadly hit and run we first told you about over the weekend. Seeing news this morning, some pretty extraordinary video. A house explosion in Texas was caught on camera by a police dash cam. Take a look at this video behind us. It shows the explosion after a vehicle crashed into a home. A giraffe on the loose, everybody. A giraffe escaped its enclosure and went on a little adventure at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. Take a look at this video. The gentle giant out of her barn. Moving on to some tasty consumer news this morning. If you love chocolate, peanut butter, and cookie dough, your dreams have been answered this morning. Bluebell has introduced just that. What's the reaction that you've been getting since y'all have been out in the community more, engaging with the community? Are you seeing some more hellos as you're out working? You know, what is that relationship really looking like now? And I'm going to be going up in one of these later this morning. I got to get myself prepared. We're going to send it back to you guys in the studio. Hit it, my friend. Woo! We are live out here in Ascension Parish. So delicious. I'm sorry I'm being rude talking with my mouth full. We're going to take a quick break. You can find this recipe on our website, beerproud.com. We'll be right back.
On the back, between the leg. You're going to fake and pass it over the knee. There you go. There you go. She got it. Like an expert. There you go. And nothing happened to you now.
Oh, yeah. So I'll be joining the team next week. See you guys there. Yeah. How do you do it?
I don't know. I'm not a good flosser. Not a good flosser.
I'm doing the dance. I hate everybody.
I don't know the dance.
Okay, hold on. 7, 8.
You've been practicing this. You know it too good.
Turn,
you know.
flip, turn.
She's been practicing this. You know the Lilo.
We do that together.
We didn't.
Come on, Susan, hit and row. Like how you do this.
Exactly. I don't know.
All right. Well, we have much more Local 33 news today coming up after a quick break. For what?
Huh?
For what?
Wonderful weekend.
Ooh,
I was like, where's that going? Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much for spending part of your Friday morning with us. We hope that you all have a what?
Wonderful weekend. Community Coffee has been brewing fresh local coffee here in South Louisiana for nearly a century. Well, one woman has had a front row seat to the entire show. In this week's Louisiana Women, we're going to introduce you to Donna Siraj. She's the woman who has lived and breathed community for almost 6 decades.
There's something special about a hot, fresh cup of coffee.
Okay, well here, I'll pour you one. I'll pour you a fresh cup.
Soothing and familiar.
Yum.
A feeling many people get when sipping community coffee.
I cannot imagine my life without community coffee.
Donna Siraj, manager of CCC Holding, joined Community Coffee back in 1957.
I married into this company 62 years ago.
Little did she know this small family business would be a staple in homes across Louisiana 100 years later.
We didn't drink that much coffee, and I learned to drink coffee and learned to love the product and love the business.
Even though she wasn't running the company, she played a big role in shaping it to what we know today.
But I think I validated many of his decisions, and he made a lot of good ones, and I like to think that maybe I was a part of that.
She poured that same sense of family into the community.
But I had the time to really give back to the community by volunteering. Remember when I first started serving on boards, I was maybe the only woman on the board.
As society evolved, so did her mindset on business.
But I found that as more women came on boards in making the decisions, we became more and more valued. It wasn't that way 50 years ago, and it's exciting to see the way that's changed.
Now in 2019, Siraj says there are no limits for women. In fact, she was named this year's most influential woman in business.
I had never once thought about even being considered for it, and that's the honest truth. And it was such a joy to stand up there with 9 incredible women and to think that I'm one of them.
But no matter how much has changed over the last century, one thing has always remained the same.
To keep this flavor, the one that you expect in the morning when you make that cup of coffee, the beans may taste different this year than they did last year, and yet we maintain this same flavor. And I think it's the same thing with the business. New ideas come in, but we maintain the same values, just like we maintain the same flavor.
A flavor she hopes will be brewing for many years to come.